Come on in.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lavertu. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Have a seat. I'm Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. Nice to meet you.
We're gonna have an interview today for this position. Why don't you just go right to it and tell me about yourself?
Okay, so I'm an exercise and sports science major at Coastal Carolina. I'm a senior, and I'm also aspiring to be a registered nurse.
Okay. Tell me why you would like an internship in your career choice field.
Well, I just really believe in the science behind it, and I really like to help others and just help others to become healthier versions of themselves.
Great. Give me an example of a time that you used your leadership skills in the workplace or at your school.
Well, at my school, I'm in a sorority, and I was chosen for a leadership position as Director of Career and Personal Development. We have 6 purposes that we all share as values. We're all different, but we come together and stand for these, and this one is my favorite one because I'm most passionate about helping people with their self-growth and health and wellness. So I had the opportunity during this position to put on an event called CHIO Boot Camp, and basically I just had to reserve a venue, approve it with the staff at the gym, and then I had a committee, and basically I would just delegate tasks to them so that I could help better put on and run this event, and so that's how I used my leadership skills.
Great. That's good. In the position here, how would you handle a difficult and unmotivated client or patient if you had one?
Well, I would just say, obviously, having a lot of patience and just determination in the sense where, if they weren't really talking to me a lot, working with me, I would try to, meet them halfway, try to find a common interest, or maybe just, tell them what we're about to do to try to ease their mind, feel them more comfortable, so I'm not just walking up to them and they don't know what's going to happen next. And if that doesn't work, I'll probably just ask them about themselves because people love to talk about themselves. So.
Okay. What is one class that you took at CCU that you think have best prepared you for this internship?
I would just say just having the extensive background in exercise sports science that I do have already, including classes like anatomy and exercise physiology. Those directly apply to me having that knowledge in order to do personal training for several years now. And I read, I don't know if it was on Indeed or on the website, I read that this job or internship would help exercise professionals enhance their modalities and whatnot. So I was very interested in that.
Okay. What are some goals that you've set for yourself for the next 5 years?
I would just say that I would really like to be financially stable on my own and just living out my purpose.
Good. Why did you decide to apply for this position?
I just really enjoy one-on-one client interaction, so I had that with personal training, so I would feel comfortable with carrying that over here, and I'm really passionate about helping others, and I do believe that stretching and in this sense, in this scientific neuromuscular powered principle way that you do it is even better with just stretching in itself. Having a holistic approach to health and wellness, stretching is important to improve people's range of motion and just their daily functional fitness and quality of life. So,
okay. 2-part question. What is your greatest strength and your weakness?
Okay. That easy one to answer would be my greatest strength is that I'm a hard worker, I'm eager to learn, and I'm always ready to improve. So I'm ready to take that constructive criticism. And then my greatest weakness is, if you haven't noticed already, I say like. I have issues with saying like and a lot, so I'm
Okay.
really trying to work on that, but that is one of my weaknesses.
A lot of times those were put in where you're thinking, you know.
Yeah.
So those are thinking pauses.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let's see. Next one is how has your education prepared you for this position?
To fall back on, it would be very key and instrumental and helpful for me. So if I were to obtain this internship, and I feel that I would be able to pick up on learning the technique much easier because I'm already familiar with the anatomy and how the body works. So, and if I were to learn how to do some of the stretches, I feel like if I were to ever get lost or forget where I'm going, if I know anatomy, it's going to flow at how the body would, you know, stretching your calves first before hamstrings. So I would have that to fall back on.
Okay. What do you consider your greatest accomplishment and why?
This is a tough one. I guess I would just say that it is a combination of all the little things. I would say all the little things that I have accomplished, that I've gone out of my comfort zone, whether it be personal training, refereeing, or my leadership position in CAIO. Yeah, just getting out of my comfort zone.
Okay. Why are you choosing this career?
I just really believe in helping others, and I believe that will help me help shape and mold me for what I eventually aspire to be, for my end all be all goal. So just throughout the experience that I may obtain in this position, I believe I can work on my communication skills and just professional development in general.
Okay. What do you know about this industry?
I know that the stretch zone method is unique and it's scientifically based with the power principles of neuromuscular behavior. I did read something about how you guys are approved by the NCMTB thing, something about the massage therapy and body work, that so it's accredited and you guys are recognized. And then Jordan Gold, the founder, I read some information about him and how he's been working for 20 years now in order to have this up and coming and forefront on the health industry. So.
Okay. You researched it, good. So what interests you about this position?
Well, I just think it's very unique and cool and unlike anything else, and I really like trying new things and just doing something different. But I'm also very passionate about the health industry, health and wellness, and just what you guys stand for. So I'm all for it. Read all over the website and everything. So.
Okay. Explain how this position fits your career goals and demonstrate that you are the best fit for the position.
So considering that this will also be one-on-one client base, from personal training to here to nursing, looking at it overall, I just believe that, you know, it fits for me. So I think that I would be a good fit for it. As far as me, I like to be physically active, and so you need that for all three of these, you know, all this general area. You need to be mentally and physically strong, and then just assisting others. So it all just kind of runs together. So sounds good to me.
Tell me about a time when you showed initiative and took the lead on a team project.
Let's say I think my sophomore junior year, and I took kinesiology, and we had a project that we were assigned on the movements, planes of motion, biomechanics, all of that, on a particular movement or sports movement. So my two partners came and we all gathered together, and I just, took on the leadership role basically, and was like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do, and we'll just, if you guys give me your emails, I can start up a Google slide PowerPoint and a Google Doc so we can all share and access the same information. And then let's discuss who wants to do what. We'll split it up evenly, each of these tasks, so it's not too much on one person. And then on Google Docs, we just wrote who's doing what, so everyone knows what they're doing. And then everyone does their own part. And then we just came together at the end and we presented our own work as it was in the layout of the PowerPoint. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Give me an example of an important goal that you have set. What steps you took to achieve it?
Okay, so this one's kind of a small story. So since my freshman year of college, I was inspired by one of my teachers to go ahead and get my personal trainer certification because I admired her a lot. So, I wanted to go after that. So, I first tried a very difficult certification, and I tried to teach myself, and I didn't really have all the knowledge quite yet, but tried to take this test, took it 3 times, failed it. Then I was like, I need to try something different. I need more comprehension. So I worked harder, and I gained more knowledge, and then I found a different certification. Same teacher, funny thing, showed it to me, and went to a 5-week thing each Sunday, and I took the test, passed it, did very well, did great on it. So I ended up finishing what I set out to do. So
Good. Tell me about a time when you had to adjust to changes over which you had no control.
yeah, so this one's easy. So freshman year, that was a huge adjustment for me, just being like completely reliant on your parents, and then now you're away from home and you're in a dorm and you have to make your own decisions. You have this new sense of independence and adulthood, and I went from being an only child to living with a roommate in a really small room in a suite full of 10 girls and sharing one bathroom. So
It's a lot.
yeah.
Tell me about a problem you have solved in a unique or unusual way.
Okay, this one's kind of silly, but before I was going to referee a basketball game, my pants unexpectedly ripped, and I just had to figure out a quick way to get them back together, so I just stapled them up and then went to my game.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Great. Well, this interview has been very impressive. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I do. I actually wrote down on my notebook a couple of questions that I can ask you. So I just want to ask, what do you like most about working for this company?
I like the group setting. I like the motivated environment when I walk into the gym. Much like yourself, I want people in there that want to be there, want to do the job, and are there to achieve the same goals that I have for this company. So that's hard work and dedication.
What are the greatest challenges working in this position or department?
Personally, for me, being as a manager, overseeing my peers, as you would say, people my own age, sometimes younger, not looking down on younger people, but seeing them as the same as me, and wanting to take constructive criticism and accepting it with wanting to do better, and not taking it hard, or developing a friendship where they don't accept what I've asked them to correct. So.
And who is my supervisor, and how will I be evaluated?
You're going to report directly to a gentleman named Chuck, and he is very strong-willed. He is very goal-oriented. He is prior military, so he is going to tell you exactly what he wants. He's very matter of fact. So just accept what he has to say and move forward, and don't let it get under your skin, and do a good job for him.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to have an interview today, and I appreciate your time, and I really enjoyed meeting you. So
Great.
thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get back with you,
Have a
okay?
good day.
You too.